Good morning, I'm Joanna and I will be your examiner for today. First, I'm going to ask you some personal questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so which grade are you in at school?
I am in the second year of junior high school.
Okay, so how old are you?
I am 13 years old.
Okay. What do you like and dislike about your school, Jenny?
I like my professors, with a few exceptions. I like my classmates, of course, but I am dissatisfied with the facilities of our school. For example, I would like to have a bigger ground or a bigger science lab.
Okay. Finally, what kind of job would you like to do in the future and why?
I would like to become a psychologist. It's an interesting job because you help other people to solve their problems, and first you know how to solve your problems.
Okay, but it will be quite difficult, don't you think?
It's quite difficult, but I like it. I like to try and succeed.
Yes. Now, let's move on to the second stage of the examination. I am going to read this out loud with you. So, I am your friend and I have a problem. Find out what my problem is and offer me some good advice. First, you should look at the picture and ask, who is the person? What is the problem? What are the possible solutions? What is the disadvantage to its solution? Then, when you have all the information you need, you should offer some advice to help solve the problem. You can choose one of the solutions or create your own solution to the problem. Remember to use information you learn from asking questions to explain your final choice. Finally, after you have shared your advice, you will be asked more questions about the topic. So are you fine with this? Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, shall we start?
Yes.
Ask me the questions.
Who is the person?
Well, the person is my friend and her name is Jane.
What is the problem?
Jane's classmate, Pete, wants her to help him cheat on an exam. Because we are close, Jane wants me to help her decide what to do.
What are the possible solutions?
Well, I can either tell her to refuse to help her classmate cheat, or I could tell her to suggest that she and Pete study for the exam together.
What is the disadvantage to each solution?
In the first case, if Jane refuses to help Pete, he could fail the class. In the second case, Pete might feel that Jane is treating him like a kid and he might get angry with her. So, what do you think I should do?
If I were you, I would choose the second option, to suggest her to study together for the exam, because in this case, both of them, Jane and Pete, they will be prepared for the exam and study well. Maybe Pete feel that Jane treating him like a kid and maybe get angry with her, but I think that Pete will understand his fault and forgive her.
Okay. Why not the first solution?
I don't choose the first solution. If Jane refused to Pete to help him, he could fail the class.
Okay. Thank you. Let me ask you some more questions now, Jenny. Have you or has anyone you know ever cheated on an exam?
Yes, I know many students that cheat on the exams. I have a friend named John that sometimes cheat on the exams because maybe he doesn't study for the exam and he wants to pass the class and take a good grade, maybe.
How about you? Have you ever cheated?
I think yes. It's at the first year of junior high school in geography, but then I feel bad that I cheat on the exam. It's unfair for the other students.
Why did you do it? To get a better grade? You hadn't studied? What was the reason?
It's the only time that I didn't study for geography, and I get anxious and I didn't know what to do, so I cheat.
I see. Okay. Did you get a good grade after all?
No.
Okay. Now, tell me, do you think that parents should pressure their children to study and do well at school?
No, I don't think that parents should pressure children, because in this case, children feel pressure and they don't have the best results in the school, so they don't get well at it.
What's the best way to deal with your child? Let's say you're a parent, what would you do?
Parents should tell them their opinion, just like, I want you to study well and get good grades. But if you can't, or if you don't want to study a lot, to study
Hard? Yes.
Just try to study.
Yes. Okay, yes. Is this what your parents do? Are you satisfied by how your parents react in this specific topic?
No, I'm satisfied. They tell me that they want to study. Also, I want to study, so I study.
Okay. And finally, Jenny, do people often succeed in school, sports, or work after cheating? And give me some examples.
Okay, I don't think that people succeed after cheating. For example, a student that cheat an exam, he maybe take a good grade, but he will never learn about what he's writing, and he will not succeed on his life.
Okay. So thank you, Jenny. This is the end of the examination. Thank you very much.